Family, let me speak a truth that too many of us ignore till it is too late after the age of 80. Most people don't live longer, not because the body completely gives out, but because the spirit begins to shut down. You see, when the mind, the will, and the hope for tomorrow grow weak, the body follows. Longevity is not just about medicine, it's about mindset, movement, and meaning. So, if you want to outlive the statistics, if you want to walk in strength beyond 80, you must break the cycles that cause life to shrink instead of expand. One of the greatest mistakes people make when they grow older is believing that rest means stillness. Rest is not about becoming inactive. Rest is about renewing your strength so you can keep going. But too often, when people reach a certain age, they exchange movement for idleness. They sit longer, walk less, and surrender to the lie that slowing down is the same as living longer. In reality, stillness is silent death. The body that no longer moves begins to shut itself down piece by piece. Think about it. The human body was never designed to be motionless. The heart pumps blood because of rhythm. The lungs expand because of movement. Even the smallest cells in your body thrive on circulation. But when you stop exercising those muscles, when you stop stretching those joints, when you stop pushing that blood through your veins, you are inviting weakness into your body. What you don't use, you lose. What you don't move, you lose power over. Too many people in their later years lose not because of disease, but because of inactivity. They stop going outside. They stop walking in the fresh air. They stop bending, lifting, stretching, and slowly they lose control over what they once had strength in. The body, my friend, is like a machine. If it sits too long without being used, it rusts. It doesn't matter how fine the design is. If you let it stay idle, the parts grow stiff and the function grows weak. Movement does not have to be dramatic to be effective. You don't need to run marathons at 80. You don't need to lift weights like a champion. But you do need to move. A gentle walk, lifting your arms, rotating your shoulders, stretching your back. These are not just motions, they are lifelines. Every step you take tells your body, I am still alive, I am still in control, I am still moving forward. Even the smallest action can awaken life in the body. Science will tell you that exercise strengthens the heart, lowers blood pressure, improves balance, and sharpens the mind. But beyond science, movement speaks to your soul. It says, you are not done yet. Every time you rise from a chair, every time you step outside your door, every time you move your body, you are declaring war against weakness. You are announcing to the world that you may be old, but you are not finished. And let us be honest, movement is not always easy when age sets in. The bones ache, the knees complain, the back resists. But pain is not your enemy. Pain is proof that your body is still responding. Pain is proof that there is something left to fight for, and the more you push through gentle discomfort, the more your body will respond with renewed strength. Stiffness will break, energy will return, endurance will grow. The tragedy is that too many sit and say, I am too old to move. And because they confess it, their body agrees. But the truth is, if you can move one finger, then start there. If you can lift one arm, then start there. If you can take one step, then start there. The point is not perfection. The point is progression. Movement is not about proving you are young again. It is about proving you are still alive. So I tell you, don't give your body over to stillness. Don't let the chair hold you hostage. Don't let the bed become your prison, because every day you move is another day you fight off the decay that wants to rob you. A body that stays still dies still, but a body that moves, even a little, continues to live with strength, with circulation, and with resilience. One of the greatest truths about longevity is this: the body can endure far more than the mind allows. It is not always the sickness that shortens life. It is the absence of purpose. A person who wakes up in the morning with nothing to look forward to has already surrendered half their strength. Purpose is the fuel that keeps the spirit burning. Without it, even the healthiest body begins to dim, because there is no fire pushing it forward. Purpose is not limited to career, titles, or possessions. Purpose is about meaning, about knowing that your presence still matters. Some people think, I've worked my whole life, I've raised my children, I've done enough. And while those are victories worth celebrating, life is not finished until you stop breathing. The moment you tell yourself, I have nothing left to give, you are already stepping into an early grave. Purpose is oxygen for the soul, and as long as you breathe, you must keep finding reasons to rise. Think about it. Some of the longest living people on earth are not the richest, nor the most powerful, but the ones who wake up each day with responsibility, with connection, with vision. They tend gardens, they mentor the young, they sing in choirs, they pray for families, they read and share wisdom. Their bodies may grow weaker, but their sense of meaning keeps them alive. They know that someone is waiting for them, something needs their attention, and that expectation sustains their days. Too often, after 80, people lose that sense of usefulness. They feel forgotten, overlooked, unneeded. And when the mind begins to believe, I am not necessary anymore, the body follows. But let me tell you, the world still needs your wisdom. Your family still needs your voice. The younger generation still needs your example. Age does not disqualify you. It qualifies you to give back in ways that only experience can. Purpose does not have to be grand to be powerful. It could be as simple as cooking for a neighbor, teaching a grandchild how to pray, writing down your life lessons, or just being a voice of encouragement to someone who is struggling. Every small act of meaning becomes a lifeline, both for you and for the person who receives it. Longevity is not about surviving years. It is about filling those years with reasons to keep breathing. And when you discover new purpose, you will notice something remarkable. Your energy returns. The aches feel lighter. The mornings feel brighter. Your body responds to the pull of your vision. You rise because there is something waiting for you. You fight through the pain because there is something worth fighting for. Purpose awakens resilience in the body the way sunlight awakens flowers in the spring. The danger comes when you confuse retirement with resignation. Retirement may mean you step back from work, but it should never mean you step away from life. Too many people cross 60, 70, 80 and put down their purpose like an old coat, saying, "My time is done." But if you are still alive, then your time is not done. Purpose has no expiration date. Vision has no age limit. Meaning has no deadline. So don't let your days become empty. Don't allow loneliness or inactivity to convince you that you are invisible. Your breath is proof that God, life, and destiny still have work for you to do. The graveyard is full of people who died not because their time was over, but because their purpose was abandoned. A life without purpose ends too soon, but a life with purpose pushes beyond 80, beyond 90, even beyond 100, because meaning gives strength where age tries to take it away. So, hear me today, longevity is not an accident, it is a choice. It is a decision to keep moving when everything around you tells you to sit down. It is a decision to keep believing you matter when the world tries to make you invisible. A body that keeps moving will keep living, and a heart that keeps holding purpose will keep beating. Don't let your years be stolen by stillness, and don't let your days be shortened by hopelessness. Rise every morning and move, even if it's just one step. Rise every morning and choose meaning, even if it's just one small act of kindness. Every step you take says, "I will not quit." Every reason you find says, "I will not fade away." Longevity is not about chasing youth. It's about embracing life. It's about declaring, "I will not just grow old, I will grow strong. I will not just count the years, I will make the years count." Your movement will keep your body alive, and your purpose will keep your spirit on fire. And when you reach beyond 80, beyond 90, even beyond the expectations of the world, you will not simply exist, you will live. You will live with power. You will live with meaning, and you will leave a legacy that cannot be measured in numbers, but only in lives touched, wisdom shared, and love given. So keep moving, keep believing, keep living with purpose. Because the truth is this, you are not finished yet.